Hello, my name is Colin Bell. I'm a senior mechanical engineering student who's graduating this May. And this is my aviation career profile. So, the job that I selected to talk about is a fleet manager for a major airline, more specifically, like American Airlines in this case. This is a position that I'm deeply interested in pursuing and have been applying to um, closely related jobs to hopefully get there one day. So the career path here is typically you need at least an undergraduate degree in business, and then sometimes a master's degree or MBA in something that's related to either management or business. A fleet manager, I guess some of their roles consist of either being assigned to an airport and being able to make sure that all the airplanes or a certain portion of the airplanes are in good shape and are able to fly, and you can schedule maintenance. Or what most of the large airlines do is they'll assign a fleet manager like 15 to 20 different planes, and they basically need to keep track of those planes and ensure that they're have time to get their maintenance in and to make sure they're actually operating correctly and are getting to their destination on time. I'm interested in this career because when you get to work for airlines, you typically get to travel for a reduced cost, if not free, and I really like that idea of being able to just hop on a plane and go somewhere for the weekend. But I'm on the technical side. I'm also interested in these roles because they kind of it's a good manager, starting manager. It's not you're not really working. You're not managing people, but more planes, and there's a lot of just stuff that needs to be aligned all at once. So that's pretty fulfilling when you get pretty good at the role and you're able to do it. Educational and training requirements. You really need to be familiar with the FAA, which I am. In previous work experience, I've directly worked with the FAA and have actually sat down and done a few interviews with the FAA before. So I'm familiar with kind of how it runs, but there's a whole list of rules that make airplanes airworthiness, and you need to be able to be on top of those and ensure that all of the aircraft in your fleet are up to those standards. Salary for these positions, if you're coming right out of college, you can expect somewhere between like $65,000 to $70,000. If you once you get to like a senior level or a higher level, when you take on more responsibility, those salaries can get upwards to the $100,000 range. And an MBA is really kind of the way that you want to bump yourself up while also having a few years of experience doing that at a entry level or associate level. Other benefits, like I said, usually you get to fly for free on your airline, if not super cheap. And then a lot of airlines actually have a pact where you can schedule or you can purchase reduced flights on other airlines as well. So that's a pretty cool perk. And then all the other basic stuff, PTO, and also 401k. A lot of these big airlines will have those. Job outlook. These are pretty competitive. Obviously, the perks are pretty good, and the pay is pretty good. So there's a lot of people that want to go for these, and there's a good amount of fleet managers just because the fact that the industry is pretty big. But yeah, they're pretty competitive. It's probably a growing field, just because flight is only getting more progressive and bigger, and more technologies coming in. So there's always just more to do. What you can do now is kind of start to prepare your skills for this. Being able to lead, being able to manage, having leadership experience is all good. Also planning, to get more familiar with the industry is also going to make you a good candidate for these roles. That's all that I have. So hopefully you learned something and it was helpful. Thank you.